Round 2. Fight! There's a little Street Fighter for you. Line AE is a straight angle. So straight angle, that's telling me total of 180 degrees. And the measure of angle CXD is 4x. The measure of angle DXE is 2x. CXB, 3x plus 15. And AXB, 6x minus 30. And we add them all together to equal 180 degrees. Now combine like terms. Get 15x plus 45 equals 180 degrees. Now subtract 45 from both sides and get 180 minus 45 is 135 equal 15x. Finally, isolate x by dividing by 15, and 135 divided by 15 equals 7. So x equals 7, but remember there's more to do here because we need to answer CXE. So CXE is all of this. It's 4x plus 2x. It's 6x. So CXE equals 6x equals 6 times 7 equals 42 degrees. Awesome. Problem 3. Multiple choice and then some work after the multiple choice. In the diagram below, segment AB, EF, and CD are straight lines. So them telling us that tells us that we get 180 degrees from here to here on CD and also from here to here on CD. That also means if we're looking at AB, we get 180 here and 180 here. Finally, EF is a straight line, so that means if we want to measure from here to here, we get 180 and 180. Okay, cool. So let's see what we know looking at the diagram. So we have x minus 10 here, and we see these two lines intersecting. So then the blue has a vertical angle across that is also x minus 10, because vertical angles are the same. They are congruent, the same size and shape. Then the red, x minus 11, given in the problem, has its vertical pair here, x minus 11. So they're the same. And then finally, we're going to see that 3x plus 6 is the same as y. These are vertical angles, but we're not ready for y yet. Finally, what other relationship do we know? We just did all of the vertical angles, but what about these straight lines? The straight lines tell us that if we go from here to here, it's a total of 180 degrees. We can add up all three of these and they only have one variable, so we can solve. So we've got x minus 11 plus 3x plus 6 plus x minus 10. 3x plus 6 plus x minus 10 plus x minus 11 equals that total of 180. So that's answer choice C gets you there. I guess answer choice D also gets you there because they say the same thing. That's pretty annoying, but that's okay. All right, so from here, when we combine like terms, we see 5x minus 15. That's x plus 3x plus x, that's 5x. Then minus 15 equals 180. Add 15 to both sides, get 5x equals 195. Divide both sides by 5, get x equals 39. And how do we find these? Well, we use supplementary angles to say that these top angles add up to 180. And then we used vertical angles to show that these red angles across from each other are the same and these blue angles across from each other are the same. Okay, finally it asks us to find the value of y. So it says because of vertical angles, we know y equals 3x plus 6. And now we know x is 39. So there you see the y equals 3x plus 6 equals 3 times 39 plus 6. 3 times 39 is 117 plus 6 is 123 degrees. Cool. Number 4. Angles A and B are supplementary. So supplementary tells us that they add to equal how much? 180. If the measure of angle A is 3x and the measure of angle B is 2x, and they're supplementary, so they add to 180, find the measure of both angles. So we'll say angle A plus angle B equals 180. That's supplementary. Then we'll say, well, A, that's 3x, and B, that's 2x. Add together to equal 180. So that means 5x equals 180. And if we divide both sides by 5, we get x equals 36. Now we substitute angle A is 3 times x. That's 3 times 36 is 108 degrees. The angle B, 2 times 36 is 72 degrees. Great job. Okay, number 5 will take a little longer because I'm doing it now for the first time. If angles C and D are complementary, so this means they add to equal a total of 90 degrees, and angle C equals x squared and angle D equals 27x. Find the number of degrees in both angles. So it looks something like this. So they add to equal 90, and one of them is x squared and the other is 27x. So we can say x squared plus 27x equals 90. We have a quadratic but not in standard form. Subtract 90 from both sides. So this one is going to come out kind of weird looking. That's okay. So we have our master product, 1 times negative 90 equals negative 90. And we have our sum equal to positive 27. So we need blank times blank equals negative 90. So you're like 9 times 10, that's not going to get you there. We need a big difference between them so that when we add them it equals 27. So what we can do is this. Sorry to spoil the surprise. 30 and negative 3. So we have x squared minus 3x plus 30x minus 90 equals 0. This is x coming out times x minus 3 plus, now this we can take out 30, and we're left with x minus 3. So now we have x plus 30 times x minus 3. X equal negative 30. X equal 3. Now we look back at how our angles are measured, and we see that if we use negative 30 times 27, we're going to get a crazy negative number, so that's no good. But we can use x equal 3, and that'll work fine. So we'll have 27 times x. So angle D equals 27 times 3 equals 81 degrees. Then angle C is much smaller, equals x squared equals 3 squared equals 9 degrees. Great job, Smarty Pants.
Well, there it is. Okay.